See more of it.
That's right, here we go. Nano Boost used. Shadowburn comes in with the Nano Boost of Dragon Blade. 3 kills already.
Jeez.
We're reaching peak Shadowburn. The Immortality Field does a good job of helping that hard point live a little bit longer. And on a map like Hanamura Point A, there's a lot of little walls and things you can hide that behind to make it harder for your opponents to shoot it out of the air.
Well, this is going to be a treat as well. We are going to see Shadowburn on his signature hero, the Genji, something he doesn't get to play a lot these days, but when you get to see it, you really savor it.
Oh, I will. This is the hero that made Shadowburn famous years ago now. Finally getting to bring it back in the Overwatch League. We'll see what he's got with it soon on the Sombra, trying to go for a bit of a flank.
So they're just poking.
Being annoying on the roof there.
Yeah, they're just poking in right now, trying to see where the weaknesses are. That's a great bionic grenade, great grenade.
Anti-healing down all over Florida, and immediately the hard point not so hard anymore. It is fragile as can be, and that was a stop. Wow, what a beautiful setup from Gray.
Gray threw that grenade from over the wall outside. He was positioned and managed to throw it into the sky. They found the way, the proper arc and placement in order to hit that biotic grenade. So really nice stuff there from Gray. And that is an instant break onto the hard point. And look at this, the Florida Mayhem switching up their composition. Now they're back on the 3-3, but that means that they have no ultimate charge. And look at the Paris Eternal, Nano Boost is up. This could be an ultra fast Hanamura.
My mind is blown, man. That is a incredible thing. If they've actually figured out what the angle is, what the standing position is for Pharah to, or not Pharah, for Ana to throw that grenade in there. I mean, it's on the Divas, it's on Zephyr to be ready to eat that one, but you don't expect that. You don't expect the grenade to come over the wall like
no, I think that's the first time we've seen that, and that is the usual place that teams run the bunker composition, so we're going to see more of it.
That's right, here we go. Nano Boost used. Shadowburn comes in with the Nano Boost of Dragon Blade. 3 kills already.
Jeez.
We're reaching peak Shadowburn. And that is Florida Mayhem getting slaughtered again. Gray falls in the process, but Paris, if they can handle just these few respawns,
only got Shadowburn and soon.
Well, they were low health, and Swan just came in for the assassination, but it didn't matter. Paris Eternal with a blazing fast finish on Hanamura.
And you'll notice the Paris Eternal's playing further back for this exact reason.
They're not going to be tricked by their own play right now. There is not going to be a way to get that Ana grenade behind the Orisa barrier because they are positioned further back on the high ground.
Yeah, I think it's definitely something to be aware of. If you like what you're seeing with the Paris Eternal, they're going to play Dallas on Sunday here on Disney XD, so don't miss that. Should be a good time. Paris looking pretty good so far. It looks like it's going to be the defense involving the Pharah as well. So they are going to try that hard point defense, but not from exactly the same point. They are a little bit farther back than Florida was. So hoping that Hagopan doesn't quite have that same angle on the grenade. Doesn't look like he does as Florida Mayhem pushing in here. Immortality Field used to keep the members of Paris alive.
Yeah, they have actually broken that Orisa barrier, though. Soon so low, and he's got that self-repair, but he still goes down to a rocket from Zephyr.
Zephyr finds that kill, and that's a go button for Florida Mayhem. They've got a real chance here.
I mean, they're zoned out of the choke right now, but Swan's going to try and break this defense.
Yep, that's right. And I think he's got a pretty decent chance of it as well. A lot of damage onto Paris Eternal. Snow still rolling around. Finzi gets demacked here. It's kind of starting to fall apart for Paris Eternal right now. Cloudy not going to last too much longer, and Paris Eternal looks like they're going to have to give up point A pretty quickly.
Yeah, and look at all the ults online from the Florida Mayhem as well, so they should be feeling pretty good about going into this point B, especially with BQB having that EMP ready. Soon switched over to the Sombra, but because he died playing the Bastion, that means his ult is going to be a lot lower and used to get back to the point. Paris, we'll see if they stick with the Sombra right now. Looks like they will. They will not be running a Zarya here, so relatively low damage from the Paris Eternal.
Shadowburn over on the Brigida now as well. The defensive Pharah not so great on Hanamura B. Man, they've got a bit of a disadvantage in the Alta Barbin. And a bit of a disadvantage in the tank department as Cloudy took a nap. That was a dangerous moment. Big EMP coming in from BQB. 4 members of Paris hacked. And there comes a barrage down the wall. Luckily, the sleep dart comes in for Gray. That was clutch. They lost Shadowburn, but they've got a chance to defend now.
And that was so critical because it means they can't go onto the point to use the Mercy ultimate, right? That's time off the Valkyrie. That said, though, they still have 5 members alive right now. Only Hagopan down.
Oh, another sleep dart onto Zephyr. That's 2 in a row. And Hagopan, Gray actually gets the kill. Holy cow, that's some bloodthirsty support action right there. That's what I like. Oh, time to stall side player a little bit. Gray just, you know, shaking it like a, you know, I guess they don't have Polaroid pictures in the future, maybe?
You don't know that.
Whatever the future, maybe they do. But I feel like it would have evolved to the point where you don't need to shake it anymore.
I mean, you don't need to shake it right now, Doa.
Wow.
Shaking it doesn't do anything.
The world changing right before our eyes, Monte Cristo. It's amazing, isn't it?
Doesn't actually speed it up. Anyway,
Progress. Wow.
fun fact about Polaroids.
Wow, you're just full of knowledge, aren't you?
That's what I'm told all the time, Doa.
Well, on that note, Florida Mayhem trying to push in again, but now it's soon with the EMP, so the tables have turned a bit here.
Well, they're trying to poke in so BQB can also get his EMP right now.
Yeah.
But they don't want to walk in to this junction of corridors because it does mean they are going to get all EMP'd in those hallways. So they're going to try and break it first. BQB already on the point right here. He got hacked, though, and that means there is no way to teleport back.
Oh, Cloudy coming in with the nano boost on the Reinhardt, swinging the hammer, doing the damage. Shadowburn down. Paris Eternal just trying to hold on a little bit here, but Swan getting a bit low. There's the stun on a Cloudy. Good combo from Saya player to help his team finish off the main tank on the other side. Now Coalescence for Hagopen. Gray gets roasted right off the bat here, and Florida Mayhem in a great position to try and take this. That said, EMP comes in for Paris. There's a follow-up. Swan taken down with the self-destruct from Finzi. So a chance here with Paris, especially
beautiful
on the
EMP.
back of that sound barrier. EMP as well coming in for soon. BQB rather, using that one. Maybe Paris can slowly start to come back in this one, but that hack onto Cloudy is a problem. He's down again. That said, though,
it's only 5 members of the Mayhem on the point, and the respawn, they're coming back so quickly. Not to mention, Gray switches to the Widowmaker and eliminates Zephyr and Hagapun. Gray is having a fantastic game so far.
Just little by little, the Paris Eternal push Florida Mayhem back off the point. Florida Mayhem only needs one more tick of the control meter to take it, but they're already going to have a massively less time bank than Paris will.
Yeah, BQB switched over to the Zarya now, so will soon.
Let's watch Gray on the Widowmaker here. We talked about his ability to switch onto DPS players when he needs to. It's a good amount of damage before getting that headshot there.
Yeah, just a desperation move,
Nice.
But you know what? He gets the eliminations. It goes right back to Ana.
Whatever works. Self-destruct comes in. Meanwhile, from Zephyr, and it catches Gray on the Zenyatta. We cast a curse, man. Can't say something good about him, otherwise that happens. Florida Mayhem crushing this fight, and that should be about it for point B. Don't know how long Finzi is going to be able to hold out. Cloudy doing his best to buy more time anyway, but at this point, you're just trying to buy whatever you can, eat whatever you can off the time bank. That's all they get. Florida Mayhem will take point B.
So after a very crushing defense from the Florida Mayhem,
And they're going to go with the bunker composition yet again. It was broken pretty quickly by the Florida Mayhem, and they were using the typical tools, Pharah, Hanzo, long-range damage dealers to poke away at that Orisa barrier, and then set up for the Hanzo ultimate. That Dragon Strike shoots the big dragons through any obstacles so that you can move the Bastion off of that high ground.
That Hanzo's so dangerous, too. If that shield is down for a microsecond, that's going to be a lot of damage coming in.
Yeah, the Storm Arrow just so good at dealing with those barriers as well when you have that rapid fire available, and there's no fall-off damage on Hanzo, so he can shoot from as far away as he wants and still do the same amount of damage.
Pretty much just has to pull the bow back far enough. Cruz reses Soon, who went down a little bit early. Swan comes in, goes for the smash. And they take down Soon again. It's so hard to keep that Bastion alive sometimes, and that's kind of the linchpin for the defense. Paris Eternal struggling a little bit already. Pressure from Swan on the point right now. Getting low, though.
Swan
Cloudy
very
trying to finish
low.
off 30 health. Can they do it? Can they keep him alive? He gets his shields just at the last moment. Meanwhile, Zephyr with a couple of kills for himself. So Swan distracting long enough for his teammates to make up the difference. And Paris Eternal scrambling right now. It's just all about eating as many seconds as you can off the time bank at the moment. But that's about all they're going to get.
And Florida Mayhem has had 2 very good attacks here on A.
Yeah.
They've been successful at breaking the bunker, killing the Bastion first twice in a row. Like you're saying, with such a small amount of time, they are going to have to snowball this into a fast win. Luckily for them, they do have a pretty nice ultimate advantage. Shadowburn now switching over to the Sombra.
You also get another 30 seconds when you take a point on Assault and Time Bank, too. So they're up to a minute 30 and about for this one. Big ultimate advantage, though, but you're in that situation where you've got basically one fight to use as many ultimates as you can, and it's not going to be this one. Is Hagopan already down?
Well, I mean, they came out and they played really aggressively. Look at where the amp matrix is. Paris is choosing because they know they have an ult disadvantage to fight out of the point. Gray, he's on your roof, he's behind you, and he's taking you out.
That's right, get Swan as well. I mean, you heard me just say no before Zephyr used that barrage. It's like, that's not gonna work, man. You can't get the kills that way. So you already lost your Ana, but he went for it anyway. Swaps over to the Diva, so part of the plan, I'm sure, but still.
All right, so they switch soon to the McCree because they know BQB has an EMP up right now, so they're hoping that they can flashbang the Sombra before BQB has an opportunity to use that ability. BQB lurking on the flank right now.
Yeah, pretty good position for the EMP, although he only really gets cloudy with that one. Paris Eternal has people in the right place to avoid most of that. Shadowburn trying to keep him alive, but Swan comes in. Mario stomp him to death. Saya player down though. Both Brigida's out of the way. That's Florida Mayhem just tries to get whatever percentage they can here on point B, but it's going to be tough to get anything now. They've got 10 seconds left and a lot of low health members. Paris Eternal looks like they're not going to give Florida anything here on B.
No, they are not. They're going to finish without a tick. Self-destruct on the point, and no one's going to make it there. BQB can't get back with the Sombra in. They're also going to play aggressively right now to get some more ult charge. So Florida Mayhem, they are trying what they can to survive this massive time bank. And
oh, sleep dart on the Cloudy. That was perfect, actually. Came right around the corner.
In trouble.
Gray's in a lot of trouble. Cloudy did not expect Hagopun and the rest of Florida Mayhem to be in that room. And so that's a few seconds eaten off the clock already.
And now wholesale swaps coming over from the Paris Eternal. Crew's going to go ahead and get the res onto Gray. And now they are going to be running the 3 damage dealers. Shadowburn onto the Pharah, and Finzi with the Soldier 76. They're going to poke in right now, see if they can get some damage done early.
Yeah.
Sleep actually onto Soon.
Look at that nice concussion grenade from Shadowburn to push people away from Soon. Didn't end up saving him, but it was a nice try anyway. Sleep dart on the Swan, but no kills followed up. Composition from Florida does struggle to do damage to this Pharah unless the damage is coming in from the Ana.
I mean, Hagopun is actually having a decent day for the Florida Mayhem. The rest of the team has taken a little while to get rolling, but Hagopun, I think, has been pretty consistently good throughout this match, and he's hit some crucial sleep darts, including that one.
Hey, he's nearly got the nano boost. He does have the nano boost now as well. First ultimate ready. He's going to go ahead and use the nano boost onto Swan right away. Getting aggressive on Finzi, on the rest of Paris Eternal. The Biotic Field is down to try to help them heal, but Swan's just going to knock people right out of it. Go back. It's a pretty good delay that Florida's put together so far.
I mean, but they had to use 2 ults for that, and it didn't delay very long. The Primal Rage was necessary to survive and get back from Swan, and they didn't get any eliminations when he went in with the nano boost, so...
That's about the time, though. They got a minute off the clock already. Oh, but Swan getting launched almost back to his home base on the moon. Going down, that's going to be a big problem for Florida. Soon comes in with the EMP. Shadowburn still has his ultimate ready too. And Gray overseeing his teammates. Giving him the nano boost. There's a nano visor coming out for Finzi. That's a ton of damage. That cannot be avoided. You can't show your face around that soldier when he's using the ultimate. Gets one. I think they would have liked a little bit more of that one. Nice stun from Saya player. Chasing him down. A nano boost on a BQB as he comes back to try to roast the remaining members of Paris Eternal. Crew's in a little bit of trouble here, but he's going to get away. But any way you slice it, Paris Eternal not going to be completing A on this attack. Don't even get the first tick even.
Yeah, and they're really having trouble because they put all this long-range damage into the tanks, but it just gets healed up so quickly by Hagopun on this Ana.
I mean, we're kind of seeing the original reason why the meta did gravitate more towards that 3-3 and away from DPS, because it really is hard to make the damage stick if you're playing with Paris is.
And also, why we see Winston 3-3 so effective against 3 DPS compositions, because the Winston's repositioning allows you to isolate these low HP damage-dealing targets very easily.
Yep. That's right. It's Florida Mayhem. Really taking the 2 Paris Eternal. So Paris, even after all this, still has 3 minutes in the time bank. They can swap if they want to. Like, they can switch to their own 3-3 and go for it, but you know, they've got a few ultimates, I suppose. They've got more coming online. They feel like they can do it. Maybe with Soon's EMP they can. He's going to use that EMP right away, and there's a kill on the BQB. That's the most crucial member of the 3-3 to eliminate. Sound barrier comes out from Chris, but not soon enough. He does get the kill on the Shadowburn, but now Finzi coming in with that tactical visor and the nano boost again. Saya player's shield burned through almost instantly. And after a little bit more healing, I think Paris is going to get really aggressive on this point.
Nice
Great
sleep dart!
Great sleep darts have been insane this map, by the way. Hago put down. There goes Chris. Paris Eternal all over point A now, and this should finally be the take.
Yeah, it was a good hold, though, from the Florida Mayhem. You look at the time they got off of the clock, it was nearly 4 minutes at the end, and that puts Paris Eternal in a rough situation where they have only a little less than 2.5 minutes when this caps to make it through and take that first tick on B.
Part of the pressure that comes off a little bit in that situation, though, is that they only need that first third, that first tick of the control meter to win the map. So they've got that at least. They did do some swaps. Wow, Soon getting a little bit tricky here, but...
he was so greedy for that EMP, and he got stunned by Saya player and ends up getting eliminated. So that's time that Paris Eternal really needs, because with their switch of composition, they reset all their ultimates, and they need some of these ultimates in order to power through the Mayhem, because the Mayhem didn't have to switch comps, so they have a huge ultimate advantage right now.
They're going to need a great EMP if they're going to make this work. There's the EMP from Soon, hits a few people. Side player and Chris down right away. So the kills coming in. Gray the one taking heads in this situation. Paris Eternal, if they can win this fight, they will definitely win the map. Another good hack on Swan, and he can't even get to the point. After all that, after a great point A defense, Florida Mayhem just kind of gives it up on B, and Paris Eternal getting the 2-0 lead in this series.